On the wall in front of you, underneath a 12-inch tall red field with the words British Army in 4-inch high raised letters, is a 6-foot square panel covered with a life-size photograph of British soldiers in red wool coats carrying muskets with bayonets attached amid a cloud of fog and smoke in front of a stand of trees. Text on the panel reads, "The British troops arrive in a headlong rush." Tarleton's troops arrived at dawn on January 17th, hungry and weary from a long, arduous march over rugged terrain. On the march since the night before, Tarleton's troops arrive at the Cowpens at dawn. With dragoons on the front line leading the charge, the British Legion were quickly engaged in battle. At the top right-hand corner of the panel is an 18-inch square replica of the British 7th Regiment flag. The Union Jack is displayed in the upper left corner with a Roman numeral 7 in the center. A single white horse against the solid blue field is shown in each of the other 3 corners of the flag. A red Tudor rose within a blue circular garter sits under a royal crown in the center of the flag. 6 feet to the left of the wall panel is a 6-foot square by 2-foot deep glass enclosed display case displaying the various muskets, tools, and swords similar to those used by the British in the Battle of Cowpens. To hear a description of these artifacts, please press pause on your audio player, followed by 402. Move 6 feet to the left and follow around the case to the right. Mounted on this side of the British weapons case is a 2-foot wide by 6-foot tall panel with a life-size diagram of the Brown Bess musket, illustrating the various parts and features of this weapon. If you would like to hear a description of the information contained on this panel, please press pause on your audio player, followed by 403. Turn to your right. Hanging 10 feet overhead and spaced evenly over the central benches are 4 red banners suspended from the ceiling on wires. From left to right, they address the battlefield action from a British perspective. To listen to the text of these banners, please press pause on your audio player, followed by 404. Turn on a slight angle to the left and move 6 feet forward to come to a simulated tree trunk. Feel free to touch the tree. 3 feet off the floor at the right hangs an audio wand attached to the tree with a 3-foot-long metal cable. In the middle of the back of the wand, 2 small buttons, arranged vertically, increase and decrease the volume of an audio program telling the story of William Lawrence, a soldier fighting with the British against the colonists. Retrace your movements back to the panel portraying the Brown Bess musket and move 8 feet to the left past the locked double wood door on your right. Hanging on the door, mounted behind glass, are 2 2-foot square flags. The flag at the right is the South Carolina flag with its palmetto tree and crescent moon, and the second is the top left corner of an early American flag with 13 white stars in a solid blue field. Note that there is a fire alarm pole and fire extinguisher hanging on the wall just to the left of the wood doors, and that 6 feet further to the left is a set of double metal emergency exit doors. With the emergency exit doors on your right, note that you are facing into the front right corner of the main museum room. Turn left and move 3 feet. Hanging on the front wall of the museum to your right is a 4-foot square black and white photograph of an open field in front of a line of trees under a cloudy sky, with 2 quotes from the British newspaper in the case with the title, "Exaggerated Accounts, as Usual, Published by the Rebels." The first quote reads, "Of the actions between Lieutenant Carleton Tarleton and their General Morgan on the 17th, they, the rebels, have gone so far as to assert that the former was totally defeated. The second quote reads, "By all accounts, Colonel Tarleton was never more distinguished for spirit and gallantry than on this occasion." Move 3 feet further along the front wall to the left to a 2-foot deep by 8-foot tall floor-standing glass-enclosed display case showing 2 mannequins in British soldiers' uniforms along with various other artifacts. Please move around the case to the left. If you would like to hear a description of the items and information displayed in this case, please press pause on your audio player, followed by 405. Turn around 180 degrees to face the 4 curved benches at the center of the room to your right. Turn left and move 6 feet, then turn right and move 15 feet toward the back of the museum, passing the simulated tree trunk on your right and the British weapons case on your left. Continue another 20 feet forward down a 6-foot wide hallway on this side of the museum to a door hinged at the left and opening from a single door handle at the right that leads back into the lobby area. Note that the door may be closed to accommodate the 18-minute film. Moving through the door, you have re-entered the British portion of the visitor center lobby. Continue another 30 feet forward on a slight angle to the right, passing the double metal and glass entry doors on your left, moving from carpet onto a wood floor to return to the information desk. This brings us to the end of the audio-described tour of the Visitor Center and Museum. Outside the museum, through the doors at your left, is a relatively flat 1-mile trail loop of the Cowpens battlefield. If you'd like to continue this audio-described tour around the battlefield trail, you can begin that section of our tour by pressing 500 on your audio tour player. Otherwise, park staff at the information desk will assist you with the return of your audio tour player and help with any information you may need to further explore the visitor center or surrounding area. We hope you've enjoyed your visit to Cowpens National Battlefield and invite you to return again